guys, Desmond here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Episode 6, Disco-mentary. As always, I'm joined by LACRESHA.
Hey.
So what did you think overall of tonight's episode?
It was an interesting
Worst episode of the season.
episode.
And I'm only saying that because who went home? I'm sorry. By default, this is the worst episode of the season. My heart is broken. I am on the floor in full tears right now. I can't.
No, I was pretty upset about who went home too.
It's just no.
Why?
Like, I don't agree with the bottom two this week.
Mm.
And I really think they just played off of the fact that they had a huge argument in Untucked before.
Right.
But anyway, like we always do, let's break down the episode. So when we get back from saying goodbye to Miss Joey J, Candy and Tamisha are still, like, I don't even think they said a little moment about Joey J, but it immediately went back to Candy versus Tamisha.
Right.
And I'm talking about they were still going in, like, Atlanta and Brooklyn going head to head. And it was very entertaining. That is the one thing we have to remember. This is for our entertainment. I've been seeing a lot of stuff online about certain queens saying that they're being attacked.
Right, I saw that too.
And I was just like, y'all, you gotta remember, this is just for entertainment. They did this in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
That is still going on, just so that we could be entertained.
Right.
And I imagine that they've made up and moved on, and like I said, this happened like 6-7 months ago. So it's just like, you gotta chill with the death threats.
Right.
For real.
I don't understand
I've never understood that.
What's the point of a death threat? Like,
and what gets me is all this negativity is what led to queens like Fifi O'Hara, queens like Tyra Sanchez to quit drag.
Right.
Y'all can say all y'all want about what Tyra did, but
prior to that,
I've always said this. I don't agree with how she responded, but I'm not mad. I'm not upset that she got mad about how she was being treated by the fan base.
Right.
Everything she did in anger, I don't agree with. But what got her angry, I can't be upset with that. I would be angry too.
Right.
So we really gotta stop this. Like, it's 2021.
Yep. Nobody's telling you how to act. They're just telling you how to react.
And everybody, we need to tell them how to act.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of people telling people. I'm tired of them telling people how to react.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. It's annoying at this point. Although I'm not the biggest Candy fan, when I heard that they found her mother's Instagram and started sending her threats, I'm like, are you serious? You don't got nothing else to do.
Well, like, what is the point of
like
that?
what little,
like, everybody's got fans. If you don't like them, don't follow them. Don't tweet at them. Don't follow them on Instagram. Don't DM them. Just ignore them.
Ignore it.
Because all you're doing, one, you're calling attention to them, which is going to get them an even bigger fan base. So then you're basically thwarting your own goal here. They live too far away. We're in the middle of a pandemic. What in the world makes you think that you can go up to somebody and just be like, oh, I don't like you today, so I want you to die?
I've never understood that.
You don't know this woman. You don't know what
they struggle with personally.
Exactly.
Especially, and I have to say this, the queens of color get it harder.
Yes.
Widow talked about it last season, talking about how hard it was. Britta talked about how hard it was. And both Britta and Widow had a very serious moment last year that could have got real ugly.
Yeah.
People got to understand that they need to be held responsible for the words that they either type out or they say out their own mouth.
Right.
It's 2021. You shouldn't be sending death threats.
Nope.
And if you're not black, you shouldn't be saying the N-word. It's annoying at this point. I'm tired of it's like we're having these conversations every year.
Not every year. It's literally like every 5 minutes, it seems like. You gotta have the same conversation
over and over.
Don't say this, don't say that. Okay, fine, I get it, maybe we shouldn't be saying it to each other, but we understand what we mean when we say stuff like that. Don't come in from the outside. It's an A and B
I
conversation. See your way
I
out.
personally don't have a problem with black people using it among black people.
Right.
I really don't use it unless I'm around my family, because my family, they be getting on my nerves.
Look, some people drive you to use that word.
And you know, I also feel the same way about the F slur that a lot of people use against queer people.
Right.
I'm okay with queer people calling each other that word, but let somebody who does not identify as queer try to use it, that's when there's a problem.
Right. Like bitch. I don't like being called a bitch, but I call everybody else I know a bitch. But I mean it in a way of love. It's a term of endearment. Because I'm not sitting there like, oh, you're a bitch. I'm like, hey, bitch, what's up, girl? How you doing?
And you know, a lot of people won't understand. And just like I was telling folks on Facebook, you're not going to understand. You've never been black. You've never been in this competition.
Right.
You never been on RuPaul's Drag Race. We can switch it up to say for Candy's situation.
Yes.
You've never been on RuPaul's Drag Race. You've never had to been put in a situation where you probably don't know these queens, and now you're under the pressure cooker that is Drag Race. You have to learn all these queens. Personalities are gonna clash.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pressure cooker. I mean, I will admit, Candy Muse's attitude kind of, you know, it gets on my nerves.
Mine too.
It rubs me the wrong
But
way.
it doesn't.
But it's TV.
Yeah.
And even if that is how she is all the time, I don't have to live with it. I get to see it for 30 minutes to an hour on TV once a week.
And it doesn't conclude to you sending death threats.
Yes.
I don't understand that.
Like, you're offended she's on your TV screen. Then
Don't watch it. It's just that simple.
That easy.
But let's get back into the episode. I just wanted to take a moment to discuss, you shouldn't be sending death threats. You shouldn't be saying things that you're not supposed to say. And this is 2021. We shouldn't have to keep having these conversations.
We've been having the same conversation for 400 plus years. Get over it.
So, let's get into the episode. The next day, we have a mini challenge, which I mentioned yesterday. I'm so glad the mini challenges are back.
Yes.
I'm glad even if it's just something small, something silly, I love seeing the mini challenges.
And this one was kind of cute.
This one was cute. They had to make the dress out of wallpaper.
Right.
I thought that was really cute.
Yes.
And also the queens that they paired up with were also the queens that were going to have to do the maxi challenge, which I thought that was kind of weird. I was like, really? You're going to... that's something new. We tried something new.
We tried it.
We tried it. I'm not sure if we should repeat it. But
we tried it.
But real quickly, the teams were Gottmik, Candy, Tina, Utica and Olivia, Lala and Simone, Denali and Rose, and Tamisha and Elliot with 2 T's. So far, over the mini challenge, what did you think of all the dresses that were made?
My 2 favorites were Tamisha's and Elliot's and Utica's, and who was she paired with?
Utica was with Olivia.
And Olivia's.
See, I'm with you on Tamisha and Elliot's, but I also gotta say Gottmik, Candy, and Tina. The dress that Gottmik, I love that. That was real cute. That was real cute, and it was on the challenge. But overall, Tamisha and Elliot won.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with them winning. They won a gift card to whoever sponsored the episode. What was
Shopify.
it?
No.
Snoop,
Willie.
Charlie and Snoopy. Yeah. Charlie and Snoopy, yeah. But anyway. So, the main challenge this week, or the maxi challenge, is a disco-mentary.
A disco-mentary.
Which we'll discuss, because I had some things to say about
some reservations.
I had some opinions that we'll get into.
Yes, because we didn't talk the whole episode.
No, because we're beefing.
I still don't know why.
But anyway, they basically have to dedicate different parts of disco and dance, which I thought they had the lip sync too, but once again...
Yeah, that confused me.
Once again, we'll discuss that later.
Yeah.
But real quick, Mick, Candy, and Tina got the birth of disco. Utica and Olivia got Studio 54. Lala and Simone got Disco Sucks. Denali and Rose got Disco Fashion. And then Tamisha and Ellie with 2 T's got Disco and Sucks. The only thing that I want to mention before we get into the main stage is the mirror moments. Now, one moment that wasn't a mirror moment, but was talked about during the rehearsals, was Tamisha and Mon.
Yes.
And not only that 6 months ago she wasn't walking, she now has ostomy bag. And she's like, I've kept this from the girls, and I want to continue keeping it from the girls because I don't want them to look at me.
Or judge me different.
Or look at,
I don't want any special treatment.
Any special treatment. I'm here to compete like everybody else, and I can really commend her for that. But I think I would have shared something like that because, sometimes those things pop. And we've worked with people, and my granny's had one, the smell that comes out of them.
Right.
So, like, as a heads up, I would be like, I have this, just in case it does pop in the workroom.
Well, to be completely honest, I really feel like she was changing it, like, so often. Because I'm thinking back on her outfits, and I'm like, now how did you wear that and have an ostomy bag? And I'm like, she must have changed it right before.
Yeah, so it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
And I wonder if this is a temporary thing, or is this something permanent she's going to have to get used to the rest of her life? But
considering her cancer, I think it's permanent.
It might be. I know with my granny, it was permanent, but I've also known people who've had it just for a temporary amount of time, and then were able to go normally. But yeah, so she gives me more and more reasons just to look at her in awe, because honestly, she could have took another year. She could have been like, you know what, Ru, maybe 14. 13, I'm still trying to get myself together.
Right.
I'm still, I'm just now getting back to walking, and then on top of that, you want me to give me some heels. And on top of that, you want me to dance, hoop, hop, and holler, and I just can't right now. But you gotta give it to her heart. She came in there and she did what she could do,
right,
and did not make any excuses. And you have to amend her for that. I have to amend her for that.
Yes.
So we had a few mirror moments. The first one we got was Olivia's weight loss journey. How she was overweight in high school.
Yeah.
And when she went to the doctor said, "Oh, we're just obese."
Yes.
And between her and her mother, they got that weight off. And I thought that was amazing because, a lot of times parents can be like, "Oh, well, there's nothing we can do now. You're fat."
Or they can be like my mother and be extremely overbearing. You need to lose weight, but expect you to figure out ways
instead of trying to help, especially during those times. So I'm glad she was able to, and she talked about how she was bullied and all these other things growing up. I love hearing these stories because I love seeing that. I love young kids in general, no matter if you identify with them or not, seeing that you can make it through a bullying situation. There is life after this, and you can come out prosperous and just shine like nobody else's business. So that's why I love seeing those stories. I really do. And then we got a little bit about Candy's insecurities, which, it still didn't warm Candy up for me. I'm still not really vibing with her like that, but it makes me understand her more.
Right.
And, I get it. I do. But I still think she has a lot of working on herself to do. And I'm hoping seeing herself on TV could also be like a stepping stone. Like, wow, I didn't realize this is what people see of me.
Yeah, this is what people think. This is what I'm showing when I'm on TV. Yeah.
And then Tamisha spoke about it as a child. Her grandmother did not allow her to participate in the cheerleading, dancing, jubilee, whatever you want to situation because that's gay. You're not supposed to do that. Boys aren't supposed to do that. We found out that the nickname is Booty, which I love. It's
kind of funny.
I love that the nickname is Booty. But yeah, it was also just a few of the moments that just to help us get to know the queens better. And you notice who they gave us the stories on? The winner and the bottom two. And honestly, when we got Olivia's story, I was like, oh no, Olivia's finna fail. Because, Olivia's been kind of just the past few episodes.
Right, she's been skating by. Which is, like, weird, because she's excellent.
And there's always that one weird elimination at the beginning where everybody thinks, oh, this queen's gonna go far, and they get eliminated early. So I was like...
Case in point.
I was like, oh my god, this might be Olivia's episode. Oh no. But baby...
It was somebody else's.
Yeah, let's get to the main stage. The Disco-mentary was a choice. I think it would have been better if they were lip syncing to these songs.
Yes, because that was.
I think the only ones who were actually lip syncing were Denali and Rose. Everybody else was just
going with it,
just doing the dance routines.
And that made it extremely boring to me because I'm like, I don't want to sit here and watch you just dance. I want to see you lip sync.
And I don't want to say it was boring, but it was just like, it wasn't what I'm used to when we get a challenge like this on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right, because I think it was supposed to be like disco versions of RuPaul's songs.
Yeah, they were disco versions of RuPaul's songs.
So they could have did.
They obviously, you know, I imagine the MP3 player that they give them going in has all RuPaul songs on it. So at this point, you probably know them locked down. Because if you're like me and need music to wind down, whatever they got on there, baby, we finna play it, okay? But overall, nobody really did just bad.
No.
Like, everybody did a decent job.
Yeah, because I think it was a lot of just nitpicking.
Yeah, at this point, because really, it wasn't really bad. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, it's a good set of
Well, I don't want to say enjoy, but like everybody was on the same level.
Yeah.
Even Rose and Denali were on the same level as everybody else when they're like, "Oh, we're finna kill this," and then get out there and I'm like, "Okay." And what else we're going to do here? But yeah. So the category on the main stage this week was Little Black Dress. So, is there any of them that popped out to you that was your favorite?
I like Tamisha's.
I did like Tamisha's.
Candy Muses was.
I did not like Candy's. There was only two of them I did not like, and that was Rose and Candy's.
I did not like Rose's.
Rose's was so bad, and I think that's what's stopping Rose from winning or being in. Well, in this case, being in the top.
Right.
But the past few episodes, what stopped her from winning is her outfits.
Yeah.
Like, and she has this weird thing with Tool. Like, ma'am.
Right, feathers, Tool.
Like,
Come on,
stop.
just stop.
It's just her outfits aren't hitting.
Yeah.
And that's what's stopping her from winning or being in the top in this episode. And you know, I'm doing this thing where I'm ranking the fashion queen of the season. And right now, Rose's at the bottom. Her and Candy are... No, Candy's a little bit higher because all her promo looks were amazing.
Yeah, just them outfits during the season are kind of...
Rose and Tina are at the bottom. And it's just like, what
and
is
Tina's
going on?
is on the bottom because of her
Color scheme.
And
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Just get off
like,
that.
I liked the dress. I really did. But when she revealed it and I saw the red and yellow, I was like...
I get it. Your name is Tina Burns.
That's your brand.
And that's your brand.
Boo.
But there are just more subtle ways to do it.
You don't have to do it so
You don't have to throw it in my face every single
But you should have saw her sheer look. She posted it online. If she would have worn that on the main stage, I'm sorry, but she gave Tamisha a run for her money with that outfit. It's on her Instagram. If you don't, if you have time, go look it. Oh my God, that sheer look was everything. I gasped
So what?
when I looked
Oh
at it.
wait, because they didn't do sheer.
Yeah, she did the LeMay runway.
Yeah.
But her sheer look, the mouth started watering. I was like, Tina, where is this? I need that.
Well, what did Tamisha ever post her sheer look?
She didn't post her LeMay look. She didn't post her. She did sheer, remember? She didn't do LeMay. LeMay was the winning group. Sheer was the losing group.
Yeah.
But anyway, those were the only two I really didn't like. I have to say my favorite this week was Got Mix. I loved that.
It was cute.
It was everything for me. In my opinion, it was the best one of this week. Like, she killed it. That saved her from being in the bottom because, baby, she was not feeling it at all. She wasn't getting it. But our top three of the week was Tina, Elliot with 2 T's, and Olivia Lux. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
I do agree as well. Tina really did turn it. I was really shocked watching Tina. I'm like, ma'am, in them legs. I was like, come on, legs.
Yeah, the dress The dress was.
I like the dress, but it was the legs and the movement and the control.
I like the movement of the performance dress.
It was in those colors again.
Colors.
Ma'am, let it go. And I have a feeling we're going to continue to see this red and yellow thing.
I think at some point in time, it's finally going to get on Michelle's nerves, and Michelle's going to be like, give me something different. And if you cannot give me something different, I'm going to need you to go.
And you know, there's nothing wrong with having signature colors, but switch it up.
Okay?
My
Do
goodness.
pastels in them colors.
And what gets me is, you know, Joey J wasn't a wig wearing queen, but guess what? She was wearing them wigs. She was given versatility.
Right? Because she's been wearing a wig since what? All in episodes.
Yeah, but it's just really annoying at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So the bottom three this week was Tamisha, Candy, and Utica Queen. Do you agree with that?
Kind of. I don't think Tamisha should have been on there.
I
understand why she was, but...
Oh yeah, I could tell when she was fumbling in the performance, I'm like, unless this outfit is drop dead gorgeous, she's in the bottom. And although it was cute, it wasn't drop dead gorgeous.
Right.
So, I just had a feeling she was going to be in the bottom. Do I agree with bottom two? No. I truly felt like Utica and Candy should have been the bottom two, but I don't think the producers were ready to say goodbye to Utica.
Yeah, because she's a unique queen.
Yeah, they want to keep her as long as possible. But I feel like the producers have shown their hand because if you notice, the three queens that went home are all from the B team.
Right.
And I have a feeling the next three queens that go home are going to be from the B team. And it's just like the producers showed their hands with who they wanted in the top episode one because we agreed and a lot of people online said some of them lip syncs, some of the winners, no. So it's very clear what they're trying to do and I don't like it. I really don't. But the bottom two this week was Candy Muse and Tamisha Iman. They lip synced to Hit 'Em Up Oops by Blue. It was a good lip sync.
Yeah.
Tamisha kept up. Honestly, I felt like Candy, I think she got too emotional during the lip sync. You could tell she was very emotional. And I feel like the emotions overtook her performance. Because that song, you're supposed to feel the, you know,
the anger.
The anger, and I don't need you, you know, bump,
right.
bye. But you got very, I'm sad from her.
Yeah.
And then Tamisha, like Lala Ree was saying, she was giving you very old school. And it was overall, I liked the lip sync. I did. I do have to agree. Do I agree that Candy won? Maybe because I don't rock with Candy like that. Maybe that's why I'm going to have a hard time saying it. But I will admit it right now, Candy won that lip sync. Although my heart was screaming Tamisha. My heart is still screaming Tamisha.
Yep.
Candy won the lip sync. Tamisha went home. But Tamisha is such a class act. And, you know, she said, you know, sometimes it's not meant for you to win the pageant. Sometimes it's just meant for you to be here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home, get healed up, and get ready for All-Stars. I'm like, you know what? You know what?
Give it to me.
I'm here for it.
I'm ready.
All-Star 7.
I can't wait to watch that.
Come on, All-Star 7. And I am here for it. And you better come through and win it.
Yes.
Baby, you better be kicking, flipping, dipping, whipping, all that. Even if you still have to have the bag, you better be doing all that with it, honey.
Just don't do nothing that lands you in the front.
Yeah, it's just, I love Tamisha. I love seeing queens that have been doing it for a long time on the show. And, you know, it's just like an ultimate thank you for everything you've done, because without people like Tamisha Iman, there wouldn't be what we're doing today. So, I love that she got that little appreciation. We appreciate you. Thank you for coming in.
Right.
And I'm going to miss her. I am.
I'm going to miss Mama on the show.
Gosh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep watching, like, without Tamisha Iman. Like, I need Tamisha Iman to come for me
she
to
was
show
the best part.
what I can do. You know?
Right? Because, you know, like, it was great with the...
And I'm glad she didn't say her lyrics on the way out, because you know every other queen, when they got eliminated, said their lyrics to their song. So I'm glad she did it, but at the same time, I think it would have been funny as she would have, oh, and Tamisha, Iman is coming for you, as she walked out the room. I was like, I'm glad she did, but at the same time, I'm like, you kind of messed with the flow. Everybody else was doing their lyrics. But overall, it was an okay episode.
Yeah.
It would have been better if Tamisha went home.
If yeah, I was really hoping for like a double like.
It wasn't
but
good enough for a double though.
Yeah, and then you had made it known previously that they probably weren't going to be doing that anymore.
Yeah, I heard that this season, RuPaul told them from jump that there is no double chantés this year.
Yeah.
One time, somebody got to go. And also, I found out an interesting rule is for Snatch Game, you have to portray a character of your ethnicity, which that is something new. So
Right.
I am intrigued, and I think honestly, I think that started with All Stars 5. Because if you go back and look, all of them did a character that matched their ethnicity. So I'm thinking that was
Or at
something.
least their color.
So I'm thinking that came into place. Then we'll have to wait and see. But those are two things that I heard coming into this season. So this episode's gone a little bit long, but we had to say what we had to say at the beginning.
Yep.
It was had to be said. So, LACRESHA, where can they find you on all the social medias?
I'm at Creesha McGill on all social media.
And you can find me at Simply Desmond on all social media platforms. That's SIMPOYDSMOND. Thank you for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you all. I'll see y'all Monday. Bye.
Bye.